Originally, when we were looking at the ideas for first singles, I would have said, say, Deeper or Lose Sleep, because I thought they were maybe the most immediate.
Definitely, I think Deeper is, it would be my favourite track from the EP, because it's like, it was good to get that off my chest when I did, but yeah, that's just a banger as well, you know.
It was kind of like a statement of intent for the rest of the EP.
I felt like once it was out, there was definitely a scarier thing of being like, if this is not to their standard, I feel like I would have disappointed, you know, because it came out in August, so people are allowed to have their own response, so they will have their own weight on each song, and there's one section that they are like, oh, I can't wait for this, and then you get up and play it, it's dog shit, do you know, like a big part.
You mean the
yeah, like that's a very easy way for someone to just be like, no. To be honest, the band probably would have ended if it wasn't for Alex.
Throughout lockdown, like, Alex was kind of a machine for just pumping out ideas and riffs.
It just means that we can do more different types of tunes and still have the bangers as well, like Deeper, you know, and like, you know, that's only possible with Alex, you know what I mean?
I deliver the riffs. Oh fuck. I wanna rock and roll on. Stop! Well, not all of them, but most songs actually started like with riff ideas that I had, and then Brian and myself, like, we usually like bounce off of each other like very well when it comes to writing, and Evan then is very good at like adding his flavor on top. But yeah, I would say like the three of us, we are the songwriters. I wonder how many times Alex is going to walk directly up into the camera and just awkwardly say there for a really, really prolonged period of time. I was waiting for the passive aggression to kick in. So, we've already hit bingo.
I can't stress enough that if it wasn't for Alex, I don't know what way it would have gone. We wouldn't be here, and I can guarantee you that. He's pushed us all to be like, right, we're going to be better, we're going to go for a wider sound.
Like when I moved over here, it was over 7 years ago at this point, I was at a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm done playing in bands, I'm done with this whole thing, because I just wanted to focus on work, like needed to change things for my around for myself. At the end of 2018, Isaac just told the guys, hey guys, I'm gonna leave the band, and I put like posts up on Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'll just give it a try, right? I think Evan reached out to me and said, oh yeah, here's the song, can you learn a song? And I like record it myself, you know, learn Circle the Drain, and then to send it over, and then I didn't hear anything from the guys whatsoever, like for a couple of weeks. And for me, this was the sign for, you know what, it's probably not gonna happen. Fair enough, I gave it a shot and I sold my gear that I had. The next day, I got a mail from Evan. So, hey, yeah, you wanna come jam? I'm like, fuck. And then I rang up the guy. Hey, I sold you like guitar yesterday. Can I have it back? And he's like, no, like this is a done deal. Fuck. And then there was another guy, Luke, he's now the guitar player in Tide 7. And I didn't know it at the time, because I was also trying out for Worn Out. And I just asked him, because it was one of the few people that I know at the time, I was just like, hey, I'm kind of trying out for this band here, and I just sold my gear. Can I borrow a guitar off of you for I don't know, a week or something? I went up to the rehearsal space, and I think we played, Circle the Drain. And also Xander was there, actually thinking the band is done after Isaac left. So he came to the rehearsal space, watched us play Circle the Drain, and he was like, yeah, it's gonna work, and then left. But that's basically how it all started. And we actually started to write the first bare bones of Blind Eye that night. So like from the first rehearsal onwards, we started writing. That fucking song, man. Yep.
fucked. My voice is fucked.
Yeah.
Evan, I'm so tired from playing that. You don't understand.
I can't wait for all my gear to break. So far it's all working, so when you inevitably hear me
Inevitably.
Inevitably.
Indemnity from that.
Oh damn.
fucking hard work. Talking for the sake of talking.
Yeah, exactly. We're having up with the camera, we're also not funny.
Dylan, are you recording now? Yeah? Are you recording now?
Yeah.
We will have this. I'll fight any man! You can put me on your video camera now, I'll fight any man now. I'll box the head off you. And I'll put the head back on you and I'll back it off again. See, the aim of the game is to get bands that are tremendously better than you to play before you. And get them as drunk as possible.
Ah, Jesus Christ,
Don't.
here we go.
10 years, brother. 10 fucking years.
You lived 12 and you went to solve abuse, would you?
We were sitting in a house and it had like sliding doors. And we're just sitting there and all of a sudden this fucking bottle of poppers from fucking the gods came flying over the back window and landed right in front of Brighton in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. It's just that, you know, when you get to a level of endorsement, that shit just arrives like,
Do popper.
Wanted this very specific thing. We want our live sound to come into it. We want it to be raw and aggressive and, as I said before, smelly.
So the thing with Brian when it comes to like the sound is like he definitely hears stuff that I don't hear. There were so many times when we were just like in rehearsal space like playing some songs and he was like, yeah, we maybe need to dial in the tone a bit more. Like I don't know how many times he's said this over the years.
25, huh? Yeah. Story, boys. Mike, for one, I'm happy you showed up anyway.
We need that kind of thing. We don't want that overproduced kind of like super clean, just doesn't seem right.
Like, we are trying to make really fucked up, pissed off music, and it doesn't really make sense to have everything sound really clear and pristine and beautiful then. Like, you want that bit of feedback and aspects you can't control live yourself.
He'd be very good for like recording, like say, like he did so much for that. It's actually like insane. You'd say it to me, like I remember being like, just fair play man, fair play, and he's just like, oh no, he won't have it, like, you know what I mean? And look, at the end of the day, it does help the band, and it's for all of us, but it's like, he put in the most hours, I feel, because he was recording the guitars, and he's recording the bass, me.
We put in Trojan effort, and even getting everything like the pre-mix and everything ready was a lot of work. A lot of the time he'll kind of go front of house and, you know, he knows what we want and how we want to sound, so he's very, we need to do this or do this. Like, I trust him, you know, he's going to make this sound the way we want.
Brian just knows the crack. He knows what I want, or what I want to sound like. Like, I don't even know what I want. I didn't know how to even say it, but he knew what to do. Like, he did a lot for it, to be fair, and he was like, he just figured it out.
He wants it just raw, up front. If you could have him literally just show up to somebody's house when they're playing the vinyl and shout in their face, he wants that. He wants no effects if you can get away with it. So you just have to try and even get that vibe across, because clearly you'll have to compress it and do little bits to make it sit in the mix, but that was Joe's problem basically, just having to basically get that all sounding perfect with no effects.
He does have a knowledge that goes definitely further than I would.
Everything Evan says is a fucking lie. I just want to get that.
Right now.
great because the first day you're like full of beans. Next day you wake up, come over, and you're like, I fucking hate music. I hate doing this. Why can't I just have like no hobby?
My plans were not in the green room when I went up.
Were you not?
No. Why, I would never do that to you. Let me smell your breath. Guinness! I fucking knew. Watermelon
Yeah,
ice.
I know. Watermelon ice. I knew it was you. The watermelon ice bandit.
Yeah,
$5 for 20 box of cigarettes. I'd be fizzy bumming them.
So you don't even sell cigarettes anymore, do they? Below?
I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah, they're long over fucking due, by the way.
Ah, definitely, my man. You getting buzzed in this as well?
I've never met you before in my life, so what do you know about
So,
Cheers, D. Nice one. Cheers, man.
thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Alex.
You thanked Sean and then cheers. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks,
Do you know anyone's name? Like,
Got a lad from Belfast with the G is the name. Tasha intact. How the fuck did he do that? Your Tasha is still intact. I mean, like I said, we made a nest in the attic.
I don't know where I'm going. In my life.
I'm gonna get another one of my little bitch ones soon.
Scout, or what's his name?
There is a man with PTSD.
Oh yeah. It's not easy, this.
Oh no. He wakes up dreaming he's breastfeeding. There's just like fucking lactic milk on his shirt.
Yeah.
Not again. Baby, baby,
Baby.
baby. Oh, baby, you're so bad, baby. Oh, please. This guy here. So he's the singer. You get that pussy. Stayed well away from us anyway.
Do you ever watch this chap that teaches the dog?
Xander. Xander MF Collin. The man is the most electrifying man in hardcore entertainment.
He's a phenomenal singer, of course. Like, he has a very, very good stage presence. Like, he writes all the lyrics, and I think this makes them feel so honest and real.
I just couldn't imagine myself, or I couldn't imagine any of the lads changing his lyrics.
And I think this is just like the icing on top. And I said it before, like, I played in many bands before, and he is one of the top vocalists I've ever worked with. Like, just his delivery, his stamina as well.
I just go up, scream, go home. It's really, but look, I'm alright that it's just
I've been my tongue for so long. I've lost count of all the times we've been wronged. Now I'll go out and your spirit is gone. You can never be let down.
Man, you look at your drums and they owe you fucking money.
they do. They've cost me so much fucking money.
being a frontman, being the vocalist. It's like it's very personal. You know what I mean? As in, like people like listen to the lyrics, they feel it. You know what I mean? And that's what's crazy as well, is to like finish sets and stuff and people come up to you being like, oh, that made my day, shit like that. It's like, Jesus, like I'm literally just screaming, like, you know. But it's cool because it's like it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's very you do put yourself out there a lot, and I don't want it to just be just me giving out. You know what I mean? As in the shit that I would feel is like what anyone else would feel. You know what I mean? And it's like the bands that we listen to do the same thing, you know what I mean?
Are there particular artists that you were listening to at the time that kind of informed what you wrote, or?
No.
No.
Like,
fuck everybody else,
yeah,
I got my own shit. Like.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's when it gets down to writing and stuff and writing lyrics, and it's like, yo, they can't be shit, and it's like you're just writing, and it's like I'd be saying things differently. I'd be like, I need to say this differently, this is too obvious. Or like even Alex was saying a few weeks ago, being like, oh, we're writing again, so you have to get some lyrics down and all this, and I'm like, oh, Trey, John, it's like doing homework, like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, as in, it's good to have that opportunity to do that, you know what I mean, do you know, because like there's people who don't have that opportunity to do it, so it's like these songs, they mean a lot to me, but I'm never going to tell anyone really what the real meanings are, you know what I mean?
Don't worry, I'm getting it.
Excellent.
Ah, the man.
One more, Mike. Put your hoodie up. What's going on here? Take your top off.
And just look back and like gigs that we played that there's not many people there. I'm always like looking at the crowd and I'm like, Xander is going to get you. You're going to hold him. Do you know what I mean? And then straight away he's like, he just commands it. Like he just does it in his own way where people are just like.
I wouldn't be able to do it if it was just me strolling around, but I think it's like, it's the energy of like just being like, come on, do you know what I mean? Ready for war, bringing everyone out, let's go, you know.
First man to crowd surf during the TED Talk, it'll be him. I'm fucking telling you, man.
Anyway, fucking Juventus. I'll play Milan. Worst stats. What are you trying to do, mate?
Oh, stop. Oh, it's bad when they're showing the score sheet and it has to roll down.
He's fuming over there.
He fucking is like.
I wish I could care about everything else in my life as much as I care about this.
Head, yay! Xander. Just sitting like watching over what I did, being like, God, that's fucking amazing. Wait for the water to go down. Hello! Good to see you. The Yuck's gonna fucking put through its tests here.
Holy fuck. I don't think we've ever blocked this toilet.
Like when I came in, the water, after Brian, the water was really high,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll do it.
The pressure will take care of it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the flush will be fine. I think between me and Brian, the poor thing has just been fucking goo. That thing fills up so slowly as well, I was getting water.
He's knackered the bathroom.
Oh, what?
Luckily, you've got a plumber at hand. Oh, Lord. You weren't joking like a while ago.
It was like between me and Brian, right? Two of us.
It's diabolical.
You're gonna need fucking.
I need a
know.
stick.
Yeah.
I need a big stick.
Yeah, I need a hurl.
Like I just pick you up, right?
Yeah.
You dunk it into the fucking toilet. Get your fucking. Just have to piss in the bat now or something.
That worked. It's going down. It's going down really.
You know what I do? Just talk really nicely to it. That's what happens. That's how you do it.
Well, flushing again is a bad idea.
He's definitely the band manager, if it makes sense to you. Like he's so good at like organizing shows, getting tours ready for us, being present on social media. That's like invaluable. And thank God he does it, because I absolutely hate it.
Like he does so much for getting us gigs, even for Stray from the Path. To get that gig is from him grinding.
It's impossible to make it work unless it takes over completely, because with this kind of music you're not getting it offered. Like
he puts in a lot of work and he loves it as well, you know what I mean? He's never like, oh fuck's sake, but it's like you want someone like that in your band.
And he does it so well, and I think this is a big reason why you could say like there is like an uplift for us ever since COVID ended.
But people in Cork have to work, and Ireland in general. It's like when it comes to metal, we have to work harder because there's no, we're limited to where we can get things out. So
Let's have like a boy band of like 5 Brian's called the B-sides. Me and Ringo. What did I say about the front seat? Put it in the group chat. Yeah. All of our phones go like ping. Because it's all look at it and go. No, because it's always on silent.
Siege is very important to us. Same way as it is to Ireland, right? But with the Siege, there's so many bands you can be watching.
The Siege is always a major milestone for us anyway, because the first one we played, so our first guitarist told us he was quitting after that, and then I think we ended up playing the next one by chance, which would be rare enough, with Alex there, so it was almost like straight away like 2 different sets. We were playing all new songs at that.
Like the lads would be saying it's like our second home, you know what I mean, for gigs and stuff, so.
That Siege gig was mental. But from the second we started at the Siege, that was mental. I felt so bad for the security guard that stood at the front, and I will say fair play to him. There's nothing you could do either way.
This was probably like the most violent show we've ever played in Limerick. And then just like there were 2 Instagram stories, and I've screenshotted them as well, where just like one guy, he has like a implanted defibrillator, and he said, the worn out set almost killed me, but I would do it in an irregular heartbeat. I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And someone lost a tooth at that one as well, was
yes,
it?
and that's shout out to Adam, because like he actually shows up to a lot of shows, and I think it's the second time that he lost a tooth at a worn out show. Shane Horan, like the photographer here from Cork, he was trying to reel me into the crowd, like slowly pulling on my cable. I'm like, no, I don't want to. He wanted me to get to stage shot. I'm like, I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, right? Like it's little things like that where it's like, yeah, go on, you get it, like,
Yeah, I think I felt a little bit more pressure once it was out, but the second we started playing it and just seeing like people's reactions to it, as you said earlier, it's like something that we give out, but them having the time to listen to it, they've already taken their emotional version of it, and their release, same as us, is the gig.
Well, we make the music itself for ourselves, and I would never go ahead and write music for anyone else, or because anyone else wants to hear some stuff like this. The live shows are definitely what is for the other people.
We go hard, so they're allowed to. We get the sounds as right as possible in the practice space, but then we go out playing live and it's pissing sweat in the room. Nothing works, people are bumping into us, we're giving it socks. So you can only get so much right, you're not going to, and then we leave a little bit to chaos afterwards.
Xander is crowd surfing while he's playing. If fucking Brian is crowd surfing while he's playing, you're going to hear especially like Limerick and Cork were fucked.
Take me when I get it every day.
Do you know what I mean?
That Cork gig was special.
And even like people, I mean, there's not really a stage, so the stage is like where you get in, right? And there were people to my right side, and I was on the right side of the stage. And like with each song, you could really see like the people moving closer, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. It was so humid, it was so hot, and I was fucking dying, but it was definitely the coolest Cork show we've ever played.
If you start to kind of see everybody is just fluid in the room, they're not separate entities. I'm breathing someone's sweat from 16 rows back.
That room, if you were in it, like, was insane. It was like heat-wise, like energy-wise. It's like if you, like, people were literally flying over each other. Like, they were all still picking themselves up. I mean, like, it's Cork. Cork is by far the best scene. Like, even after it, I was like, fucking hell, that happened. Every band that played there that night played their best sets.
But yeah, like the pit was actually absolutely incredible. Like the strobes there were like strobes like on the ceiling, right? And every time those strobes like lit up, all you could see is like a absolutely crowded room. Like it was a sold out show, and then there was like 10 naked upper bodies.
A lot of topless men at our gigs.
Make hardcore gay again.
Make hardcore gay again. I really do want to. I think people need to just drop the bravado thing and just be a bit more like dead right. I also pissed my pants.
Yeah. When you're kind of like, literally the very first hit my snare and my stick didn't like break.
Oh yeah,
it fucking blew up.
He's there with a splinter in his eye.
Yeah. I was like, fuck.
That kind of thing where you hit a few open chugs and it's kind of like, okay, sounds perfect, let's go guys, right? And about 60 times like, is the flag moving? And that's the only fucking way I knew was there shit going on.
Definitely the first gig I've ever pissed my pants on, so.
Yeah. Well, you're alright, so because I piss myself fucking every night. Fine. We know, man. That's why we're wearing fucking black jeans.
And you know the best part is the stories will come in from that song and you'll hear me going bloop 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 bloop. Fucking at me like improper.
I mean this like fucking piss streaming out of my pants.
When I say like Cork is a community, it really is, and that gig was like, you know, people were there to help us. Do you know what I mean? And I'll never forget that gig. That was super. Yeah, again, special. No matter like what stage we get to, what venues we end up doing, what labels we end up working with, whatever promoters or anything, we'll still be in interviews talking about Cork. We'll still be in interviews talking about Ireland. We'll still be in interviews talking about the people going to the shows, because at the end of the day, they're the people that make it. Like getting that kind of level of support where you're almost like, maybe as an Irish person, kind of waiting for someone to tear you down. Unfortunately, like in Irish people's nature to just have that kind of bitchy pub talk sometimes. But in Cork, like people just really want everyone to do well. And I want that to spread. I want that to like spread outwards. If you're the type of band that want to just like completely shield how you did anything, you're not going to really last. Like you can't just be out for yourself. If someone is very like hiding all their cards to the point that it's like, oh, I'm not telling you, like, oh, I'm not telling you how I did this. It's like, okay, you're not for the girls, like, you know. Fuck you, like, help us, help everyone.
How it should be, in my opinion. Honestly, like I've seen different parts of the world, like bands who are just like having like little fights with each other and just like being envious of each other, and fucking hell, like we're all in the same thing together. And yeah, it's cool if you have one cool band. Wouldn't it be cool if you're like 5 cool bands and then just like can play shows together and play tours together and support each other?
Like people can learn a lot from Cork because we don't have any specific music scene. Like, you know, when it comes to once your guitar is distorted, cool. There's a lot, like the UK know about Cork, like they really do. We play over there, people are like, oh, Cork is doing blah blah. I'm like, yeah, it is. It really is. Every single time that we go over, it's like, you know, if you end up crashing in someone's house, or if there's any promoter that puts us up, it's like we're straight onto YouTube. Listen to this. Probably when they're trying to go to bed, like we're just like, you're fucking God alone, man, following the signs. And I was like, oh, have you ever like Murdoch Hero and Error? Like, oh, do you remember Red Enemy? Do you like the scratch? It's like
I've been in that room with you. Like.
I know.
Wow.
How will we?
Obviously, you're gonna kiss it after. Like, oh, look at that chin. Wow.
I'm getting a bit hard, lads. It's like
This is what it must have been like for cavemen, being like, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you ever like draw a picture of boobs when you're in like school and then like actually get yourself hot and bothered? Maybe I was just really good at drawing them.
I'm actually quite impressed with this.
Now do the tits.
Yeah, do the details later.
Yeah, get to the tits. Get to the tits.
Get the tits. Get the tits. Get the tits. Get the tits.
Imagine like the camera just zooms over and it's under there with tits being like, I don't see it at all.
It's a magic window. It'd be handy if I've ever seen tits.
You can tell we've been in the band for ages. Ron's like,
The moment of truth. First we go with the righty. He's still got big arms because he's Andre, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start the boob there, so.
I don't know where you're going to put boobies into this. It's just like next.
And then they're never the same size. This other one's slightly bigger.
Oh my god! Look at those, my gumbo!
Right. That's his bra.
Like a bra, yeah.
Brilliant. It's fantastic, my fair play. It's a good strong big chin, and like, yeah, it looks like Harry Lloyd from Fair City as well. Oh, hi.
What do you think of us now, England?
When I'm not like around like in a band context, I'm a pretty introverted person. But for me, it is like, and I said it before, this is my way of socializing, because there you have this like the common ground. Like, hey, you like music, I like music. Let's talk music. Let's just hang out. Let's have a good time.
It's like we built a team. We've you, Mr. Dylan, like that travels with us everywhere, and that just built of like trust over years and friendship. We have different drivers that have helped us out immensely. We have promoters that have always looked after us.
All the people that surround us, like we are cool to everyone.
I also just want people that come to like, fuck it, I want to go to a worn out show. Like, come over and chat to us, because we want people to enjoy being there. And it'll be one of those things, you'll come to your first one, chat to us, have the crack, and then the next time we're coming around and we're playing and you come in, we're all gonna be like, hey! Do you know what I mean? There's nothing better than really just like when you're standing there with like people that you've met half an hour ago, this person that you've known 5 years, and you're all sitting there and you're kind of like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. Like, I feel really like connected to everyone. The thing as well of like, if you're going to act too cool, you're probably going to freeze over and you're going to die. You know, if you're like, oh, I'm too cool to try this or care about this or to be nice to this person and do whatever, it's like, whatever, man, you're going to freeze over, you're going to die. Like, because if everyone has a close-off attitude, it's just going to be a load of people like a teenage disco of everyone sitting on like the opposite side of the room like this, being like, oh, no. It's like nobody's going to grow from that.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work, scared of losing their job. Dollar buys a nickel for it. Banks are going bust. Stupid duck with the courage. Punks are running wild in the street. Nobody works. Pull it back! You know, the air is unfit to breathe, our food is unfit to eat. Sit watching our TV while some local newscaster tells us today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like every year we're going crazy so we don't go out anymore. We sit in our houses, slowly the world we're living is getting smaller. All we see is dreams and dreams alone in our living room. Toaster, my TV, my steel building radios, I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not good at you. I want you to get mad. I want you to protest that is going to riot. I want you to run into congressmen. I tell you right, I don't know what to do about immigration. All I know is just to get mad. I say, my life has value.
Take it fucking handy. If someone falls, pick them up. This time it's got most away. I spend my days getting tied to the phone of my carry. When you continue to take me apart.
Thank you for choosing to drive for us.
I didn't choo, I listened to the train.
I didn't choo.
Imagine if, like, as I was putting the drums away, they just turned into milk.
My words go deep within my day. Yeah, you continue to pull me into waste. I'm done, I can't this fight. My words continue. Yeah, you continue to pull me into waste. Try to live for today. But these days keep slipping away from me.
Over any of the arguments we ever had, ever.
These hours pass me by.
Certified Credo file, man.
Squeaking.
Yeah, you're a bit.
Keep that's coming in.
What year is it? What year is it? I was too busy seeing who.
Why are we out of time?
Oh, my sugar plum baby.
My goose feather woman.
My coriander woman.
My sweet cornbread woman.
My apple turnover lady. My Boston cream baby.
Look out, midnight woman.
Look out, man. Look out, man.
I also pissed my pants.